Let's talk about the 2x2 Cricut Card Mat. I'm going to break down everything you can do with this mat, and we're going to make a set of 4 insert cards. The 2x2 Cricut Card Mat is compatible with all Maker and Explore machines. This may look familiar as it was first introduced as part of the Cricut Joy kit. There you have a single card mat, which works with all of these insert and cutaway cards as well. You can interchange the materials between the Joy mat and this 2x2 card mat. So let me show you how this works. You have 2 protective sheets on this that you want to pull off just like a standard cutting mat. There is adhesive on all 4 quadrants here, and there's a little gap under which you're going to slip one side of the card. So let's take a look at some insert cards. These are probably the easiest to start with and the most commonly used cards. In this pack, you're going to find some rectangles of cardstock. This one has some different colors. You're also going to find some pre-folded cards and then envelopes to go with it. Using the Cricut Card Mat, we can cut just the top part of the card without cutting the bottom. These packs of cards come in a lot of different sizes and styles. There's insert cards, foil transfer cards, cutaway cards, and they come in a couple different rectangle sizes and a couple different square sizes. All of the cards have different names and numbers that go with them. You can see there's 10, 20, 30, and 40 here. There are R20 cards, which I am using here. That means it is the number 20 and R stands for rectangle. So we're just gonna slip the back of the card underneath the divider, make sure it goes all the way up to that number 20 line, and then press the top onto the adhesive. Now with this mat, we could make 1 card all the way up to 4 cards. You do not have to make 4 cards at once. But since we've got them all here, let's do that. Once the mat is ready, we're going to head over to Cricut Design Space, and I'm going to show you how easy it is to create 4 cards at once. There are a lot of pre-made projects to choose from, and I highly recommend starting with one of those for your first cut. I am choosing this thank you card in the project section of Cricut Design Space. You can see here what sizes it comes in. Again, I'm using the R20 card, and I want to go to Customize. Now I'm going to make 4 of these cards, not just 1, so I'm going to duplicate this design 4 times. It does not matter how they are laid out on the mat, I just need 4 of them on the mat. I am using my Maker 3 today, so that is selected. Then I'm going to go ahead and click Make It. It's automatically going to bring up the card mat, and there's a couple things I can do here. Over on the left, I can verify the card size. Now if I pick a different one, the design is adjusted to fit that size of card. So I want the R20 here. Now I'm going to go down and hit continue. Now I need to select my material. You can use the insert card material. I have found that the cardstock for intricate cuts gives really good clean lines. Now a really important step here, over on your machine, you need to move the star wheels, these little white wheels here, all the way to the center. This mat, and with the cardstock on top of it, is really thick, and so we don't want those star wheels leaving tracks on our cards. When you load in the mat, you want the wheels to go right down the center so they are not touching the cardstock or the adhesive. With that complete, we can just run the cut as normal. These are our finished cards, and now it's time to pull them off the mat. Now for this video, I'm using a brand new Cricut Card Mat, so it's very sticky. I am using a little tool to help me here. You can also use a scraper to lift that up so that the cardstock doesn't curl. The more you use your mat, as I'm sure you know from using cutting mats, you'll lose a little bit of that initial stickiness, and these come off a lot easier. With insert cards, you want to use a stencil font or a pre-made project to make sure that everything comes out and the letters all stay together. You can tell that this is a stencil font here on the thanks. So I've got all my pieces left behind there, and now I put the insert into the insert cards. It sticks in these little slots in the corners. So I'm going to choose a contrasting color and just stick it in the back. That is a really quick way to make 4 identical cards. I love these for thank you cards, for invitations, to make birthday cards just to have on hands, and it is so quick. It is also possible to make 4 different cards on one mat, and like I said earlier, you can make 1, 2, or 3 cards as well. There's a link down in the description to the full post going over details on how to do each of those variations. When you're done with your mat, just like regular cutting mats, make sure to clean all the scraps off, put that protective barrier back on so the adhesive lasts a long time. I hope this answered some of your questions on how to use the 2x2 Cricut Card Mat. If you have any further questions, let me know down in the comments. I would be happy to answer them for you. If you like simple craft tutorials, be sure to subscribe so you don't miss my next video. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.